Once again, got the special guest. I don't know why he say he don't feel so special.
I'm regular, normal.
My first question, of course, how you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling good, man. I appreciate you.
That's what's
How
up.
about you?
Can't complain, man. Can't complain. Don't do
Day by
nothing.
day.
Yes, sir. Um, last time I interviewed you, when you said you don't feel so special, it kind of struck me as odd, being as though I saw an interview with Coach Calvin saying that you guys have, I think, over 65 national champs or something like that.
45 national
Okay,
champs.
45, okay. And, I don't know how significant that is, but it sounds major. Um, I know it's not on a professional level, but being as though you guys got such a big star in Tank, why you don't feel, or how is it, how you able to stay so humble with
Because
all your accomplishments?
for me, everybody's human, man, and I don't get starstruck, and I never look down on people, so that's what make me the way I am. I don't feel no better than the next person.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get straight into it. Of course, we're gonna get the Tank questions out the way first. Since it's looking like the Loma and the Shakur fight won't happen, who would you like to see Tank fight?
At this point, anybody that's willing to step up to the plate, just so he can get some work.
Would you consider, because the Peter has the pick of the litter, would you like that fight, or is it somebody more of a challenge that you would rather see?
Cepeda is good, and I don't know about more of a challenge because right now I don't see nobody in the lightweight division giving Tank a real tough challenge.
Would you like to see Tank possibly unify in the division? Maybe fight what's his name, Berlanchik?
Anybody that have a belt, yep, I would love to see it.
Um, how big are you? When it comes to accolades, as far as Tank's career, would you want to see him do multiple divisions, or is it more so names, or is it getting belts?
I'm from the old school. I would love to see him stay at 135 for the rest of his career and defend the belt as many times as possible. Set a record of the most title defense.
I've never really heard that. Most people
like Joe Louis, he got the most heavyweight title defenses, 25 straight title defenses.
So that's real old school, because we don't see that happening too much.
Fighters make different moves, to set their name in the concrete, and I think that's a good move to stay at 135.
If certain things never happen in his career, would you still consider him a great fighter? Like certain things as far as moving to multiple divisions and getting multiple titles, would you still consider him great, even if he doesn't beat champions? Say people with name value.
He considered great already. From where he come from.
True
that
indeed.
Speaks for itself,
Yes.
He's forever great in my eyes.
Okay, so the biggest fight that I think in boxing right now, as far as Anthony Joshua versus DUBOIS is his name.
Yeah,
Who do you have winning and why?
I would love to see DUBOIS win, but I think Joshua is going to win because DUBOIS last time out, he got hit with the right hand over 30 times, and they didn't seem to have an answer for it. And Joshua, that's all he throws is right hands.
Yeah. I feel like DUBOIS should have been in the fight versus Tyson Fury more than Usyk, because I think he got gypped out of that fight. Uh, the shot was called a low blow,
Mm-hmm.
but we all seen that it wasn't. Um, if Joshua does win, what do you think the fight would be to make for him next?
Joshua and Tyson Fury.
And not Usyk?
Nah,
Shouldn't shoot him straight up to the top like that.
straight up to the top.
Okay, we got Bitterbeeve versus BIVOL. Who do you have winning and why?
Um, I'm gonna go with BIVOL.
Okay,
Everybody looking at Benavidez. What's his name? Benavidez.
Bitterbeeve.
Benavidez record. What he's 20-0 with 20 knockouts.
It's something like that. It's
I always take the first half of the record.
Right.
That's a build up. You know what I mean? That's a build up.
Considering that you said that, I had a question that I wanted to ask later, but being as though you mentioned that, so you got guys like Lomachenko, Medrimov, I think Usyk as well, with extensive amateur backgrounds, over 300 fights, something like that, and they're starting their careers in their primes, 24, 25, 26, 27, something like that. And I think Lomachenko's first fight was a title fight.
So I think his second fight.
Second?
Yeah.
So the question I'm trying to ask, do you think that is a better route of going professional, or you think you should start as young as possible?
It depends on how old you start boxing. Period. You know, if you start out young, then you got time to play with. But if you start out, if you're a late bloomer, then you got to kind of step on the gas a little bit.
Would you like to see Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia too?
Rematch, yeah. Because I really don't think Ryan was drugged like they said.
Do you think the Osterring played a factor? Do you think
For the amount that they found in his system, no. I do think it was tampered. You know, it was sabotage, but.
So you don't think he cheated intentionally? You think he was set up?
If you go back and look at his highlights, his professional highlights, he knocked everybody out with the left hook.
That's his best punch.
And that's what he knocked Haney out with. They just didn't have an answer for it.
Which was shocking. Do you think the results will be different?
I don't. The same results.
So why would you say you want to say it again?
You come in.
Just so
so Ryan get a chance to prove yourself.
Okay, that's good. Who would you like to see Frank Martin fight next?
I would like to fight Keyshawn Davis.
Well, obviously you think Keyshawn is ready for a fight like that. For you to say that, what do you think about the Jerron Boots Ennis and Brian Norman fiasco that's going on right about now?
Man, listen, some things happen behind closed doors that the casual fans don't see. Why? Look, I don't understand it. 1.4 million they turned down. Some champions fight for that every time they fight.
So I seen a guy. I don't know how credible what he was saying is, but he basically gave an extensive breakdown on why guys who are on the other side of the street, so to say, turn down so much money because of it cost apparently to go across the street. I guess the promoter takes a percentage plus, 2 belts on the line. You got to pay those and 10% for manager and all that. And basically, when he came down to all the numbers, he said it came up to about 810,000. But also, he only made 100,000 his last fight. So even still,
that's the fight game. You got to take it short to prove yourself. Once you take that short and you win, then the next time out you call the shot.
So do you feel as though? So basically, what you're saying is, I don't want to speak for you, but it sounds like you're saying Brian Norman Jr. ducked Boots?
In my opinion, he ducked Boots.
And there you have it. Um, but it's crazy because apparently they've sparred a lot. You think he's just trying to grab attention, or do you think he really want to fight eventually?
They trying to get their fan base up. You got calling names, saying things, and people that'll make people tune into the next fight. You know.
Do you think it would be a competitive fight?
I give it 4 rounds, 5 the most.
For Boots.
For Boots.
Okay. I think the other champions there's Mario Barrios, and I think that in Fundora.
Fundora's at 154. Barrios is at 47.
Right. I know Brian Norman Jr. and Mario Barrios, I think.
And Boots is champion.
Yeah, and there's somebody. He don't got nobody's unified. I don't think.
Mm-mm.
I'm trying to think of the other champion there. Would you like to see a fight of Boots and Mario Barrios?
Yeah, that would be a nice fight.
Who you think will win in that fight?
I'm rocking with Boots.
Okay, so basically saying like Boots would clean out the division.
Boots Ennis.
He is a bad man.
He's a tank of the welterweight division. Everybody ducking.
He said he wants to undispute there. So I guess Brian is making it hard for him so far. And he can't get these guys to get in the ring with him. I truly believe he wants to fight those guys. What did you think of the Floyd Mayweather exhibition?
Hey, it's easy money grab. 60 million makes sense to me.
60 million?
60 million?
I didn't know it was that much.
Yeah. Shit, that was a good money grab.
And the guy talked so much smack, he didn't even...
He did better the first time than...
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was a good situation for Floyd.